I'm David Charvet with Charvet Classic Cars. Today we're in a beautiful 1937 Packard Super 8 convertible sedan. We're going to take it for a drive and tell you about it. This car was originally sold in Stamford, Connecticut, and although I don't have any of the early history, I would presume that it was an estate car used at a summer estate of a well-heeled family up in Connecticut, because it shows no sign of abuse, no sign that it was ever allowed to wither away or rot or any damage to the car. The car found its way to Southern California. It was restored a little more than 10 years ago and was toured somewhat extensively with the Classic Car Club and Packard Club. You know, by 1937, Packard had everything dialed in on their senior cars. This was the first year, 1937, that Packard had independent front suspension, what they called safety flex. And it makes the car handle very lightly. It doesn't have a straight axle. And of course, it has hydraulic shock absorbers as well. Also, first year in 1937 for solid steel disc wheels, 16-inch disc wheels. And with the addition of this car with radial tires, it handles beautifully. 1937 was also the first year that Packard offered hydraulic brakes, which makes a great difference in how these cars stop. Even though it weighs close to 5,000 pounds, a very light touch of the pedal, and this car stops smooth and straight. It's really a pleasure to drive. And the engine in this car is Packard's absolutely proven 320 cubic inch straight 8 engine with 9 main bearings, develops about 130 horsepower. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but the torque in this car is absolutely sensational. And with the addition, the recent addition of this car, of an electric gear vendor overdrive system, this car will travel at freeway speeds and lope right along. The gear vendor will cut the revs by about 28%. And Packard later added overdrive to their cars beginning in 1940. But again, this is a modern overdrive system in this car. And right now we're in third gear. We're going about 15 miles an hour, and that's one of the hallmarks of Packard, again, is a sensational low-end torque that these cars have. It was said that you could actually drive these cars in third gear without ever shifting, and some people did, and particularly a lot of little old ladies, I think, who didn't want to use the clutch. But it does demonstrate the sensational power of these cars and how wonderfully responsive they are. For touring, this car is completely dialed in. Besides the overdrive, it also has a great stereo system that's hidden away. You can't see it, but it's inside of the glove compartment, and also a CD changer in the trunk. So when you go, you can take your tunes with you. It also has plenty of room for 5 passengers in this car. If you want to bring a couple along with you on a tour or an event, it's a great car for that. And with the top coming down, you've got the best of both worlds. This is a brand new top on this car, by the way. It was just put in the last month. And when the top is up on this car, it's really very tight. It's very much as good as any closed Packard of the era. I've owned 2 1937 Super 8s myself. I'm very familiar with these cars, and this one drives as good as any of them that I've ever had. So all in all, this is a great package, and if you have any questions about this Packard or any of the other cars that we represent, feel free to give me a call at 503-309-7729, or go to our website, www.charvetclassiccars.com. I'm David Charvet. Thanks for watching.